Yo, what is up, Brez? It's your boy Guppy Boy 9000, and today I am back at y'all with another figure review. And today we are going to take a look at none other than Max Factory's two original characters from their original anime character lines that they have been doing for a while. Yuki and Makoto from the sukeban body and the Techwear outfit. And Brez. This right here explains why I say Figma is the greatest anime action figure company, period. And with that being said, let me sit up here, get into this. Today, we're going to look at these two characters, and matter of fact, no, I am going to do a part 2 video simply because we're going to be covering the fabric of the characters. And because let's be real, the main course of why people want these figures is really not the figures themselves. It's what comes on the figure. Because the promotion of these figures is literally the cloth clothing. So, with that being said, we're going to get into the figure. We're going to get into the figure review. We're going to cover, I guess we'll start with articulation first, which honestly, articulation, I'm just going to cover it on one because her articulation is technically her articulation. So the articulation on both is pretty much the same. But we're mainly going to look into their accessories, and then honestly, I'm probably just gonna get into the clothing. So I might not do a part 2. So with that being said, let's get started. But I'm gonna start with Makoto because she has a little bit more of a gimmick to her. And looking at her, you can see she is completely beautiful. Now, yes, we have seen this character time and time before. We have seen her with, matter of fact, I want to say it's not the first, but this is one of Figma's first original characters that they have been doing. But if you remember the female bikini knight figure that Figma did, where she had the big sword and the shield, and she had like a red bikini knight outfit with high boots, this is basically that character, but in a Japanese schoolgirl outfit. Now, with that being said, she still looks badass. So, this is called the sukeban body. Basically, she is the sukeban. I want to say like a kind of like a I don't want to say nothing offensive, but kind of like basically she's kind of a thug. Basically, like she's gonna beat the shit out of you. So pretty much, getting into her articulation, arms go up, down. They go bend about that much. Ball peg. We'll run through that. She can kick her leg out that much, kick it back this much, and then bend her leg that much. Then she has ankle rocker. And yes, I understand some people are gonna complain about they don't like the joints and stuff like that, or they glad that the cloth clothing has the joints. But for those of y'all that keeps complaining about the joints of Figmas, bruh, shut up, because SH Figure Arts also uses these same type of joints when it comes to their female characters. And I mean damn near all of their female characters. So, that being said, I got that little rant out the way. Getting into why her little gimmick. Now, I'm gonna show off her other accessories. She comes with 3 faces, basically. As you can see, she has the mask face, and she has the angry face, which is why I say her thug face, like I'm gonna beat the shit out of you face, which is like, because I don't know what sukeban mean. So yeah, so I'm assuming that means like a kind of like a Japanese school thug or punk or something like that. So yeah, you get that face. Then you got her neutral face that comes on her in the box, but she's looking slightly to the right or the left. If she's looking slightly to the right, and she has, as you've seen, her mask face, which this I put this face on her, so she doesn't originally come with this one on. But getting into that, I've said this before. Now, Figma has been doing their original character line for about a minute now. And honestly, this is actually opening up the door for kick bashing and customizing because I have a head from another figure that came with that. All of these figures, the faces and heads, well, the face plates are all shaped the same. And the reason why is because you can clear this up. You can swap these face plates out. Now, as you see, you have her. I think her name is like Mona or Monica or Makoto. Or it's something. It's something with an M. But basically, take her face off. Take Makoto's face off. Put it over here. Now, okay, I'll show Makoto's face. See, okay, you can see that the faces are cut completely the same. The eyes are slightly designed the same, but the eyes are like literally different colors. And the backs are completely the same. So what that makes that means you can take this faceplate right here that came on the other head, and you can put this on her. But not only can you put this on her, you can put this on Yuki as well. So you could take Yuki's face off, and I have another head or another faceplate from that character right here. Put it on Yuki. There you go. So, but I'm gonna put Yuki's face back on because she actually somewhat does have like a little difference in her face. But okay, yeah. So as you can see, you can put this on and you can kick bash. You can kick bash your original Figma characters. And see, you got Makoto with a winking face, her sticking her tongue out, stuff like that. So that being said, like this is why I say Figma is like the greatest anime figure company of all time. Because what other figure company do you know that you can do this with? You can kick bash your figures with and just do it so easily as well. Now, getting into her accessories, and she just fell over. Getting into her accessories, she has, well, we might as well talk about the main thing. The rack of hands, which I'm not going to take these off individually. You see the middle finger, which is one of the main reasons why everybody bought this figure. Which, honestly, I'm going to talk about this. Them giving us this middle finger is actually opening up the door for hopefully more hand gestures that we can get with more figures. And to be honest, this is something they can reuse with other characters. Same thing for these brass knuckles, because she comes with 2 brass knuckle hands. And try to get that to focus. Okay, yeah, she comes with 2 brass knuckle hands. And the other hands are just basic Figma hands. Then she comes with two extra feet, which you can just put on her, which is technically, you just take her shoes off and you just swap these out, and then you can have her shoeless. You can have her walking around barefoot, which I'm not going to do that on camera because you should already know how to do that. She has her book bag that she comes with. Then she has her kendo blade, her kendo sword, which you could actually use this for a lot of things. You can use this for like a samurai who is well skilled but doesn't carry a real sword. They use like this right here to take out their enemies, or if you're one of those people who like to do setups of like dojos and you want to have like these type of swords in the back, like little kendo swords, like wooden swords. This right here will make good for that, to have like, say, in the background. Or you could have two of these, and you could do like a dojo setup, and you could have two people, like a, I guess you could say, a master training like an apprentice on how to use a samurai sword. It's a lot of things you can use this for, which is why I say this is dope. Now, getting into the main gimmick of all, boom, she comes with a different, basically two separate legs and a different torso. Basically, her being able to squat down and bust it open. Not really. Okay, yeah, but how you use that is we decapitate her right here, which I'm pretty sure you can still leave the same torso on. And because the reason why you got this right here is simply so the skirt can just fit around, because you see the skirt has like a little tight fit right there. You take it and you just wrap it around. That's the reason why that's there. That's why you got like two torsos. One so you can have her squatting down with the skirt on, and one so you can have her squatting down with the shirt off. So that's the reason why you have that. Now, if the leg, hold on. Oh, no, and my legs are starting to jack up. Okay, there we go. Now, taking that off, and I'm doing this on camera. Put her underwear on right there. Put her squatting legs on. And then we take her feet out of the other legs, the original legs, and we put those right here in the squatting legs. So, and then boom, right there, we got it. So now we have Makoto, and I'm trying to do all of this on camera, but we got to push down on that torso so she can actually like get down. Now we have Makoto in her squatting pose. Now she can get down and bust it open. Or she can twerk or whatever. We're going to pretty much say bust it open, because that's pretty much what she's doing. She's busting it wide open. And she won't stand, but you got to really be good at your balancing to make sure she stands. Or you can actually use a Figma stand, and she's really not standing. But pretty much, yeah, we'll lean her up against the wall right there. So yeah, I'm not going to deal with that. So you pretty much get her right there squatting. Now you can do the skirt option with the other torso, because pretty much what that is you pretty much right here you have like a little thing right there. You have this right here, the little strap, the little right there. You're supposed to, you see it, take that, wrap it around, and that's how you're going to keep the skirt in place, because that's really there was no purpose for them to do that, but I still think they did it just in case, because they probably feel like the skirt will hook on to the torso better instead of just like pulling straightly down. But I get it. I get it. I mean, it's a reason why they do it. Now, getting into Yuki. Now, this figure right here is probably the most anticipated figure that came out. And she is pure gorgeous. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now, the figure, I'm not gonna go over the articulation, because the articulation on her is pretty much the same articulation on Makoto. So what we're finna do with her is we're going to go into her accessories. She has 2 peace hands, 2 holding hands, 2 fist hands. She gets two set of shoes. Two set of shoes. And they have this little peg right here. And the reason why that's in there, so when they mold the shoes, the hole doesn't close up and you're not able to fit the peg of your figure into the shoes, and you don't have to worry about breaking nothing. So it can go in easily. Now, with that being said, she comes with a sword, which actually, this sword is a lot more cooler than what I expected. Now, see, I really didn't think nothing of it when I first seen the promo images, but Figma being Figma and making the best weapons, the best swords, period, because they do. This actually looks pretty fucking dope. You could use this with anything. Like anything. You don't necessarily have to give this to her. If you have any character you want to kick bash and you want to kill and you want to give them like a really cool sword, this right here will be something you could really throw in on a OC character or just a character in general. Next, you get her cloth clothing. I'm not gonna leave. You get that right there. Then you get another another shirt, but it's not a cloth shirt. It's like a PVC rubber shirt, and all of this stuff right here is gonna come in like little baggies, like separate baggies. She's not gonna have the clothes on in the box. So this right here is gonna be like, these are all gonna be wrapped up just like this. And this right here, I'll open this up just so we can get a clearer look at this. And it looks dope, but I do feel like over time it's going to tear and rip. So I'll say be careful with it, but it still looks dope. And then on top of that, she gets a interchangeable head, and she has an interchangeable face. Now, how you interchange the face on this figure, well, on this head sculpt, is you take the hat, you lift up, the bang fell off, you have a bang right here, you take this right here, you separate it, and I'll grab a face from Makoto. Put Makoto's face on it, and boom. Right there. Put her hat back on. Make sure you got that bang in place. Hold on, wait. Hold on. I messed something up. Okay, the bang is in place. Okay, there we go. We got this bang in place right there. So now you got a pissed off Yuki. Which, see what I mean when I say like the kick bashing opportunities you got with this? The faces all, like, you can interchange the faces. So you got a pissed off Yuki that you can use. Like, this is the Makoto face. The skin tones match up with each other well enough. So now you got her on that. And yeah, pretty much there you go. That's Yuki for you. Now, you know, since we had 18 minutes, I'll show off the clothing instead of just making a whole separate video. Now, looking at the clothing, her pants, I don't know what they did, but they are a stretch material at the waist. So it's like an actual stretch material. It looks kind of like a what's it called? Like a windbreaker pants. So I think that's what they're called, like windbreaker pants or a warm-up suit, basically. So you got to line her feet up and get everything lined up on her right. And voila. Now I'll go ahead and I'll throw the jacket on her as well. Take the jacket. The jacket is like right here. Y'all can see that. Just right there. Rip it apart. Well, not rip it apart, but just basically slide her arm through the holes if you can find them. And put her arms back on, because you got to take her arms off, which is another reason why I love Figma so much, because you can take the figures apart so easily. And wow, I just literally hit the camera. You could take the figures apart so easily. So easily. Get that right there. So easily. And just put it together, and her head just fell off. Right there. And put the jacket back together. And we gotta get her hat and her bangs. Okay, line that up right there. See, the worst thing, like, okay, I'll tell you right now. The worst thing I did was trying to put that all together on camera. I'll do this right here. And boom, you have her right here. Put together in her whole Techwear outfit. You got a pissed off Yuki in her Techwear outfit. And she looks pretty dope. Scoot her back. There you go. Right there. And you know what? I'll go ahead and I'll do this with Makoto, but I'm not going to swap the torsos out. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm not going to swap the torsos out. I'm going to put it all the way through like this. And hold on. Don't want to get anything messed up. And boom, you got her. And yeah, this is kind of hard to do on camera, especially when you're trying to make the time limit. Got to make sure her torso is all the way in right there. And I ain't gonna lie, the hole in this torso is like really tight. No pun intended. So yeah, you get Makoto right here, and yeah, she's popping. Like, it ain't that it's not popping, it's not going in there. It's the fact that trying to get it completely in. Okay, there we go. I heard the pop. Yeah, so I wasn't getting it in there. Okay, so now I got it completely in. So yeah, you got her with her dress on, completely popped. And she's squatting with her dress on. So honestly, and really, I wouldn't even pose her with the dress like this, because it looks kind of chunky and stuff like that. And plus, you don't want to risk those wrinkles in the dress like coming out. You don't want to mess that up. I would keep her with the dress while she's standing directly up, because you don't want to mess that up with the you don't want to mess that up. You want to keep those wrinkles in the dress to where it looks like an actual schoolgirl sailor outfit dress. So yeah, you don't want to mess. If you don't want to mess that up, I suggest not to pose her like that with the dress on. Now, should I put the Techwear shoes on her? The reason why I don't want to put the shoes on her is because I was technically planning on putting the shoes on her right here, the Milk Queen herself. And you know what? Since we got a little bit more time, I'm gonna do that here on camera, see how that works. And yeah, I think the hole might be a little bit too small. But okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fool with that off camera. So yeah, basically, I'm gonna take her feet off, and damn God, I dropped her. Take her feet off, and I'm gonna put her shoes on right here. So we get the left foot right here. And then take the right foot off. Now I ain't gonna lie, like Figma joints really aren't that tight, but dear God, these bitches is tight. Okay, now there you got her in her sneakers right here. Boom. So her drip is like right there. She's dripping. She looks dope. I didn't really expect her to be as small as she was. Matter of fact, I don't see why I'm surprised about how small she is. It's Figma, by the way. Now, what I was originally going to do with this character, honestly, taking Yuki's head off of the figure, as you can see, I have Figma Remaru. If I think I did a review of this character. If I did, you can go watch it. So what I was originally going to do is I was going to take this right here, put Remaru's head on here, and boom. And he looks dope because I really wasn't feeling the body that they did, that the original body of the Figma Remaru. I wanted like an actual small petite body that he has. That's kind of a blank body, and I want to throw some cloth clothing on him. So this right here looks really dope for Remaru. So that's originally what I bought this character for. And he looks amazing, I'm not gonna lie. And what we're going to do with the original Yuki, as you can see, Sophia, we're going to put, I can't even find her original head. Dear God. Okay, now here it is. We're going to check out kick bashes. And see, this right here is why I said Figma is great. Because look at the kick bashing you can do. Look at the infinite amount of kick bashing. Like, bro, just look at this, bruh. You got big titty, freaking Yuki, bruh. And I'm gonna fix this. See, this is what I was talking about. You don't wanna mess up this skirt. I already got the wrinkles messing up. So I'm gonna put this back and let those kind of fold back into place. Try to get it back where it looks decent enough. So yeah, if you don't want to mess with those wrinkles, don't leave that dress on Makoto while she's squatting down, because that's gonna fuck them wrinkles up in the dress like really bad. And you don't want to do that to your Figma figure. Because yes, these are some expensive figures, and you don't want to mess up your cloth clothing, especially if you only got one of these, and I only got one. And we're finna get into some size comparisons, so that's why I took her off screen to change out her dress. So we're finna put her back right here. Right there. But with all of that being said, we still finna do a little bit more kick bashing. Because I'm gonna show y'all some things that y'all can do of why I say this is the greatest fucking figure company of all time when it comes to anime figures. Boom. Like name another figure company you can do this with. Like, just name one. You can't. Unless it's like Kotobukiya. And Kotobukiya and Rebel Tech are technically the only ones. But I might be missing out on a certain few. But yeah, you can't really do this with none. So now, getting into your size comparisons. Now, we're gonna throw the waifu of all, like the melanin queen, the tan waifu queen, the milk queen herself, Tappy Gal in there. She towers over them. We're gonna turn. Oh my god. We're gonna throw the other waifu, the waifu of all waifus. We're gonna throw Sophia in there. And as you can see, Sophia and Tappy Gal towers over these characters like tremendously, expeditiously. And the reason why is because, well, technically, because these are technically kid bodies. Technically, like they're technically, I want to say like they're like what, teenage bodies. These are like teenage bodies, and these are like two full grown adults, or yeah, like two full grown females. So, and then on top of that, Figma is also gonna run like with like school characters. They're gonna run like smaller. So we're gonna take her out. We're going to throw in a Fison body, Naname Misuki. And she doesn't have her platform heels on. She has on her different fit. And when I make the second video talking about cloth clothing, if you want to know like different good cloth clothing, like go to GPS lot on eBay if you want to get in, like, that's where I get a lot of my stuff from. Yeah, with that, you see, she stands tall over them. Who else can I throw in there? We're gonna throw in a big Firebird, since everybody is finna be jumping on the new Firebird, the new big Firebird anime cat girl that's finna be coming out within the next couple of months. We're gonna throw in Muka, and as you can see, her as a mecha girl, she towers over them. And hold on, because we're not done. I'm gonna get another Figma. We're gonna get Raisin Stout. Gotta get her standing up correctly. Raisin is about a little bit taller than them, but that's because she's like has like a little bit more of a grown body. And take Raisin out. We're gonna throw the other waifu in here. We're gonna throw in Asagi Igawa, which is the top waifu of all hentai waifus. We're gonna take her out of here. I'll throw in another second axe figure. We're gonna throw in the other Bae, the kick bash of all kick bashes. We're gonna throw in another Yuki figure, but we're gonna throw in my Yuki figure. And as you can see, she is way more bigger than them. And who's another character we can throw in there? Oh yeah, let's throw an SH Figuarts in there. Move her out the way. Throw in a SH Figuarts, SH Midi Arts, SH Mid Arts, a Sakura figure, and yeah, Sakura is about the same height as them almost. And she looks decent. Like you can get like some good. She looks like nicely sized compared to them. Now, get that out the way. As you can see, they size up pretty much with a lot of different characters. I was looking around to see what else I could compare the height with, but as you can see, they are basic Figma sizes. That's your height comparison. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just throw the Milk Queen back in here because I want to show off the cloth clothing. The Milk Queen, I'll just throw another Figma in here because it's only right. It's only right that I just throw like some great figures in here. Like, this is just the beauty of anime figures. Now, with that being said, like, thank you for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed the review. And I really didn't get into showing y'all how this works, but I guess I'll make a second video when comparing the fabrics and stuff like that. And I might throw this in there. But, or matter of fact, I might just do a short to show y'all what this looks like. So, but with that being said, thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And on top of that, I see that I'm like at 390, I want to say, subscribers. I want to get, like, I'm going to start setting goals for myself. I'm at 390 subscribers. I want to try and get to like at least 420 by the end of this week. Or I ain't gonna say 420. I'll say at least. Oh, I want to get to at least 410, 405 to 410 subscribers by the end of this week. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you share this video. Cause I like, bro, it really helps me out. Cause I'm trying to spread the love of anime girl waifus in figurine form around the world. And I can't do that without y'all's help. Because let's be real, the subscribers, y'all is what make us. Y'all is what make me. And I love meeting other people who like to collect figures, mainly anime figures, anime girl waifu figures, and then just share your common knowledge and love for and passion for the collection, just like I do. Like, bro, I just love meeting people that are interested in the same thing. So please help me out. Let's spread this waifu love across the entire Guppyverse. And I will see y'all next time at the Citadel of Guppies. And I am Alto.